So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to build something amazing, something different, and you guessed it right, it would be Jarvis. Now what is Jarvis? Jarvis is basically simply a desktop assistant, like you use Google Assistant or Siri that basically controls your whole phone just through your voice. Now the same thing will be done by Jarvis on your PC or your laptop, and it will control basically your whole PC just by your voice, and it will have an additional functions than Google and Siri. So it would be an amazing journey. Please watch from the starting till the end. So let's begin with the video. So first of all, we will write Jarvis main.py. I have opened the VS Code and opened the first file, and in the first file we are going to import some modules. Now what are modules in Python? They are I would say libraries and inbuilt libraries that help us to write more efficient code and use them in our code as well. So how would you install those libraries? Suppose the first library that I am importing is import pyttsx3. Now how would you install this if you have not installed in your system earlier? So you have to just right click on the start button, open the Windows terminal, and then you have to write pip install pyttsx3 and press then enter. It would just install the library as it has been installed by me, so it is saying requirement already satisfied. I would just close it off. Now the next thing that we have to write is we have to make an engine. Now we have to make an engine that would take our voice input from the microphone and convert it into a text file, and then see what function function that text represents, and then would perform a certain output based on what we have written the function on. So I would explain everything from the starting till the end, so please be with me. It would be a little long journey, but it would be interesting and amazing as well. So yes, engine, you have to write an engine, and then you have to write pyttsx3 dot init to start it, and then write sappy5. Now what is sappy5? Sappy5 is nothing but we are taking the inbuilt voices in Microsoft. So inbuilt voices Microsoft. Now where can you find these inbuilt voices? You just have to go on the start button and you have to write speech settings. You just have to go to this, and then you can see the whole speech settings and just can install whatever speech you like, English, Hindi, Tamil, anything, and can decide also the voice speed also, and just can see and install whatever speech you like. And also you can choose the voice here and see what are the installed voices already in your system. So I would just close it off. I am using the Microsoft David voice because it just sounds like the Jarvis one, and I will show you how it sounds. So yeah, I will write voices is equals to engine dot get property, and then write voices. Yes. Now I am gonna write that engine again. That would be engine.set property, and then I have to write voice, comma, voices, and then write the number of the voice that you're going to use. Now in a Microsoft the voices that we use are given separate indexes. So the voice I'm going to use is at the 0th index, so I'm writing 0, and then I have to write dot id. Okay, so then we have to write I would just show how many voices you have in your system. Just have to print voices and write 0, and if you run this, you will see that at the 0th index, I have the Microsoft David desktop, means the David voice, which is of the United States English. And similarly, you can change the index and see what voices are there in the system stored at that index. Okay. So yes, I have only David voice installed in my system, so it is showing an error after I have put 2 in the index. So I would just write 0 because I want the 0th voice. And the next thing I'm going to write is engine dot set property, and then I have to write date. Now why I am writing this, I will explain it. So don't hesitate, or don't go away now. Now what is this? Now I will explain it now. So I have defined an engine and given it the voices of Microsoft. I have make a set property and have given the 0th voice that is at present at the 0th index of the Microsoft David, and then I have set it the rate, means the speed of the voice, and that would be 170. So if you want to lower the speed, you can just change it in something like 150 or 140, and if you want to make the Jarvis speak faster, then you can change it into 200, 250 as per your requirement. So I have set it to 170, which I think is fine. You can choose accordingly. I have to tell you what it does. So now we have to write a speak function, def speak, and we have to give the audio, and after that we have to write engine dot say, and we have to write audio. Then we have to write engine dot run and wait, and then we have to leave it. After that we have to write def take command, and then you have to write before writing this, I think we have the time has come to import another module, that is import speech recognition. So yes, we have to import the speech recognition. You can install it in the same way by right clicking the start button and going to the Windows terminal and writing pip install speech recognition. Okay, now this is not exactly what I have written here. Now what does that mean? That you have to go to Google and write speech recognition Python, and just go here, the official website, and just you can find this text, just copy it up and just paste it. Now that is the real name of the speech recognition, and you can see the requirement already satisfied. So I'm giving you a way if you don't see the exact words that I'm writing, because this is something else and the exact term is something else. So you can just always go to Google and just write how to download that specific module, or I would say specific module or the library. So I have taught till here. We have to import speech recognition, and now we can write something like R is equal to speech recognition dot recognizer, and then we can write with speech recognition dot microphone as source. We can print listening. Okay, listening, and then we can write R dot pause threshold. I will explain it. I will explain it. Everything that I am writing, I will explain. So just let me write it, finish it first, and then I will explain it. Pause threshold, I will give it to 1, and R dot energy threshold, I will give it let's say 300, and then I'm going to write audio is equals to r dot listen with the source with 0, 4. Okay, now I will explain it. What is the take command function? Now, take command function is recognizing my speech in the microphone as source, and then it is printing listening. When it starts printing listening, means you have to speak into the microphone what you want to do to the Jarvis, and then this is the pause threshold, means it would wait for 1 second to listen your voice, and then the energy threshold is basically the intensity of the volume that you're speaking in. Suppose you are in a very loud room, you can keep the threshold high, and if the room is normal, at normal room at 60-70 decibel, you can keep it I was saying, I think high. 60-70 is very high, so yeah, you can keep it 300 or 250 or 350 according to your needs. You can change it if you are facing any problem in the Jarvis. So this is the speed of the voice, and this is the energy threshold which you are speaking, and this is it is listening as a source, and 0th and 4 is basically the timeline. That 0th and 4 seconds, after that it would just print this answer, the voice it has heard. So yeah, I hope you're understanding, and if you have any doubt regarding it, just go down in the comments and just print a comment. I would say just write a comment, and I would try to solve. So then I would write try, then print understanding, means is understanding what you have just said, and understanding, and then we will write query. Query is equals to r dot recognize Google audio audio or audio and comma language we have to write en/in. Now what I'm doing, I will explain it, and then you have to write simply print with an F string you said, and then you have to put bracket, not this one, this brackets, and then you can just set, then you can press the enter, and in this place, now what this code means, I will tell you. Now first, after listening, it is printing listening after understanding what you have said, and after printing understanding means it is understanding what you have said, and it is recognizing the voice in which you have said. This means English Indian. You can change it in whichever country you like, or whichever voice you do want the Jarvis to be. I have made it English Indian, but you can change it in whichever language you want. So print you said, and then we can write here query. It would just print the query that has received. Okay, so now and at the query you can just add a /n, make it go into the next line. Then you have to just write exception as e, means if there is an exception, if it doesn't recognize your voice or something like that, then we can say that print, say that again. That's it, simple. So what we have done till here, and then you can just write one more thing, return, That return nothing. So what we have done till here, we have made an engine which we have given the Microsoft Voices. We have chosen the Microsoft Voices ID. We have given the speed in which we want the Jarvis to respond, and then we have make a speech recognition recognizer with speech recognition recognizer as a microphone as source. So we are using our normal microphone as source, and then we are using the pause threshold as 1, energy threshold as 300, and then we are using recognize Google audio language. We are using the English Indian, and this is very important. This is the query, and this will save our data of what we are saying. It will convert it into text and save it in query. So query is very important here. So it will print, which is the query. It will print the query, and if it doesn't understand, then it would say that again and return none. I hope it is clear. I hope some of it is clear. It will not be clear in one go. You have to see the video and understand it in your way also. And when we gonna finish this whole lecture, or I would say finish this whole project, then you will understand much better of what Jarvis is. So now we have to just after we have returned none, we have to return query, and just for a notice, please take care of the indentation or the spacing, which is the spacing that I am given. Please take care of that, otherwise it will give the error. So please be careful. So now I am writing if name, if name is equals to main, then while true. Now I am running this loop infinite times till we say a specific word which shuts down the Jarvis. And now first of all, for opening it, we have to write query is equals to take command dot lower. Lower is very important here. Please write lower. If wake up in query, then what we have to do now? If we say wake up, means it's a hot word detection. Like if we say hey Google, the Google Assistant wakes up. Similarly, we can write if wake up. You can write anything. You can write your name, or you can write only Jarvis. It would just a hot word detection. It would just wake up by hearing that particular word only, and would do you all the functions after that. So we have to write, and we have to just make another file in which we have to write another function, which would be the greet function. Greet me dot py. Okay, so now in the greet me dot py, we can just copy paste the import py to def speak, as it doesn't require. It is just the same. The code is same till here, because we have to understand what we are saying. So we have to put an engine over here also. And now after that, we have to simply write def greet me, the greet me function we have to make, and then we have to write our is equals to int date time. One more thing, you have to just import the date time here also. Import date time. It is also a module which can be installed by going to the Windows terminal, and if you don't find it, just go to the Google and write Python date time module. Just go over here, and then you can date time is already installed, so you don't have to install it. So you can see, and just go So yeah, so we have to write the greet me function, and after writing it, we have to import another module. It is an inbuilt module in Python, so you don't have to install it. So it is import date time. Now for this, we have to write hour is equals to int date time dot now and dot hour. So now what it is going to do? Now it will greet you according to the time of the day. Now this is interesting, of course, because if it is morning, it will greet you good morning. If it is good afternoon, if it is afternoon, it will greet you good afternoon. As well, it is same in the evening and night. So we are setting the time through which it will greet you according to the time of the day. So how it will function? You have to write if hour is greater than or equal to 0, means after 12 o'clock, and hour is less than or equal to 12 p.m., which you will understand. It will understand. You have to write simply speak good morning, sir. You can write anything in it, whatever you want. I'm just writing good morning, sir, which would be super basic, super simple. You can write anything, whatever you like. If R is greater than 12 and hour is less than equal to 18, then just speak good afternoon. Oh, sorry, afternoon, sir. And else. Oh, no. Else speak good evening. Good evening, sir. Okay, and after it has spoken that, we can just write. Oh. Sorry for the interruption. Please tell me, comma, how can I help you? How can I help you? Now, what it will do? It will just speak good morning, good afternoon, good evening according to the time of the day, and then after it has spoken that, it will speak. Please tell me how can I help you? Simply. Now you can change it in whichever way you like. You can change it whatever you want Jarvis to say, to respond to you after you say wake up. So we come back to our main file, which is the Jarvis main file. So if wake up inquiry, we can just import the function that we have written over there. So from greet me, import greet me. That's it. And then we have to write greet me. That's done. That's super easy. So it will greet according to the time of the day. So before testing it out, let's write another while loop. Now it would shut down the Jarvis. How? Let's write it. Query equals to take command dot lower, and then we can write if go to sleep in query, then speak okay sir, you can call me any time. Now what I have written here, what is this mess? Okay, so I will explain it. I have given an infinite loop, and whenever I speak wake up to the Jarvis, it would just wake up, and it would, in the greet me function, respond according to the time of the day. And then after that, if I speak go to sleep, what it will do, it will speak, okay sir, you can call me anytime, and then it will just break. Now what break means, it will come out of this particular loop, and then it will run, and it will not hear any other instructions. It will just again like it is running in the background but is not hearing any instruction. If you speak wake up, then it will start again, and then it will go on until you say go to sleep. So let's test it. I am saying that you will understand it better till the end of the project, so please go with me and go with the flow. You will understand it. Even if you're understanding 50-60% of it, that's super great, that's amazing. So even less, no problem, you will understand it, you will be a master of it, trust me. So just run the code, saying listening, wake up.
Good evening, sir.
You can hear it.
Please tell me, how can I help you?
Go to sleep.
Okay sir, you can call me anytime.
And then if I say wake up, it will listen, otherwise it will just go on and go. So yeah, so we have made a officially first I would say a function of Jarvis. So now,
Thank you for watching guys.